of Azerbaijan 100 years ago in the Battle of the Caucasus. We will support them today as well.
Well, for more, we're joined by Ahmad Shahidov. He is the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Thanks so much for being with us. You know, we've seen these clashes as well as protests with some demonstrators actually calling for war. I mean, how much do they represent the wider sentiment across Azerbaijan? Is there an appetite for war?
Yes, good evening, and I just want to briefly inform you about the latest situation in the region. And the situation in the region remains tense because the shootings that took place on the Armenian-Azerbaijan border on July 12 are still going on today. And military units of the armed forces of Armenia violated ceasefire 97 times throughout the day in various directions of the front. But at present, a relative calm is observed in the direction of Tauz region of the Azerbaijan-Armenia state border, and human settlements are not being shelled, but in general tension remains. And Azerbaijan's new foreign minister, Ceyhun Bayramov, spoke on the phone today with his counterparts from Russia, Iran, Georgia, Ukraine, and other countries and discussed the situation on the front line. All these countries are concerned of the recent military provocation of the Armenian armed forces and the tension on the Azerbaijan-Armenian border, and expressed their position based on the norms and principles of international law, referring to the relevant UN resolutions. And following the clashes on the Armenian-Azerbaijan border, a number of international organizations, today in particular the OSCE, PACE, UN, European Union, and other international organizations issued statements calling on the parties to ceasefire. And at the same time, the number of countries supporting Azerbaijan is growing today. For example, Turkey and Pakistan have stated their readiness to provide even military support, while other countries have shown political support and recognized the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. So far, there is no country that openly supports Armenia and justifies the Armenian side's gross violation of the ceasefire.
Do you think that's true, though? Because many are saying that the reason Armenia actually feels emboldened and in a position to take this military action against Azerbaijan is because it has Russian support.
You know, however, if the fighting intensifies in the near future and turns into a real state of war, the countries already interested in the region, especially Russia, Iran, the United States, and a number of European countries will have to make a concrete choice. There is also a Turkish factor in the region. Any country that takes action against Azerbaijan will first of all have damaged relations with Turkey, with official Ankara, and it's very difficult to imagine any country that will take this risk. However, some political experts in Armenia claim that if a war breaks out, they will be able to get support from Russia and Iran. However, both Russia and Iran support the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan based on international law, and official Baku keeps a very good relation with its neighbors, except Armenia. But it's very difficult to predict how the process will develop if a war breaks out. On the other hand, it should be taken into account that Azerbaijan is an energy supplier for Europe. Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan, Baku-Tbilisi-Akhalkalaki, Baku-Tbilisi-Kars, and other major international projects depend on the will of official Baku of Azerbaijan. Okay. In any case, each country is trying to gather more friends and partners. And today, Turkey and Pakistan are next to Azerbaijan. And also, I want to mention more than 200 members of the non-aligned movement recognize the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. This organization, the second large international organization in the world after the United Nations.
Okay, Ahmad Shahidov. Thank you so much for that. We're going to have to leave it there. We appreciate it from Baku.